In the zoo, Miffy and her friends were looking at the zebra and her baby. "Let's go and look at the other animals," said Melanie. "There are so many animals to see," said Miffy. "Where shall we go next?" asked Melanie. "I want to see the elephants," said Miffy. "I want to see the crocodiles," said Melanie. "What about the polar bears?" said Father Bunny. "Look," said Melanie. "Let's go and see the lions." She roared, "Roar!" and ran off. "Yes, lions! How exciting!" said Miffy, and she ran off after Melanie. They were in such a hurry to see the lions that Father Bunny had a hard time keeping up with them. He didn't notice that Grunty was still looking at the zebras. As they got closer to the lions, they could hear them roaring. Roar! Miffy was a bit afraid. Even Melanie found it scary. Then they saw the lion. Roar! Roar! Went the lion. Now Miffy really was afraid and started looking for her teddy. But Teddy wasn't there. "Oh no!" she cried. "I've lost Teddy!" Just then Father Bunny arrived. "Father," asked Miffy, "have you got Teddy?" But Father Bunny hadn't. "I'm sorry, Miffy, but where is Grunty? I thought she was with you." Miffy and Melanie shook their heads. "No, she's not with us," they said. Meanwhile, back at the zebras, Grunty turned around. "Where is everyone?" she said. She saw Teddy sitting on the ground. "Oh, Teddy," she said, "you're still here. You must be sad all on your own. But I'll look after you." "You don't have to be afraid of all these big animals." "I wonder where the others are. Let's go and find them." Grunty started walking, but not the same way the others had gone. "Let's go back to the zebras to find Grunty and Teddy," said Father Bunny. They started to walk back. But when they reached the zebras, Grunty wasn't there, nor was Teddy. Grunty had arrived at the lions as well. "Look, a lion," she said to Teddy. "Roar!" roared the lion. "Don't be afraid," said Grunty. "I'm big and strong, and I will protect you. But now we really must find Miffy and the others."
Teddy bear, now there's nothing that I fear. You don't have to be scared too, 'cause I'll be looking after you.
In the zoo, Miffy, Melanie and Father Bunny were standing in front of the map looking for Grunty. And now it was starting to rain. "Oh no!" cried Miffy. "Grunty and Teddy are all alone, and now they will get wet as well." Meanwhile, Boris and Barbara had come to the zoo too to see the baby zebra. the zebras, they saw Miffy, Father Bunny and Melanie. "Boris and Barbara," said Father Bunny. "I'm so happy to see you." "We've lost Grunty and Teddy," said Miffy. "Will you help us find them?" "Of course," said Boris. "Let's split up so that we can search in both directions." They all went looking for Grunty and Teddy. When Father Bunny and Miffy got back to the lions, it had stopped raining. "Mr. Lion, have you seen Grunty and Teddy?" "Roar!" Even Father Bunny was a little bit afraid. Barbara, Boris and Melanie went to the penguins to look for Grunty. "Hello, penguins. Have you seen Grunty and Teddy?" asked Melanie. But the penguins only waddled from side to side. "I think that means no," said Melanie, and they walked on. Meanwhile, Grunty was on her way back to the entrance to the zoo. "Don't be afraid, Teddy. We'll find Miffy," she said. "Let's ask the giraffes." "Hello, giraffes," she cried. "You have such long necks that you can see everything. Have you seen Miffy?" The giraffes looked around. Then they pointed their necks in one direction. "Thank you," said Grunty.
Thank you,
Said the parrots. Grunty laughed, and she started to run back. Father Bunny and Miffy decided to walk back to the map again. So did Barbara, Boris and Melanie. Grunty reached the map first, and who did she see? Father Bunny and Miffy came running from one side, and Barbara, Boris and Melanie from the other side. "Oh, we're so happy to have found you, Grunty," said Miffy. "Yes, Grunty. I should have told everyone to meet here at the map if they got lost. I looked after Teddy for you, Miffy." "Thank you, Grunty," said Miffy. "I'm very lucky to have such a good friend." They were all hot after running around the zoo. And now the sun was coming out. "Time for a rest and something to cool us down," said Father Bunny. And he bought them all delicious ice creams. Nobody noticed the little monkey looking down on them. Suddenly, the monkey snatched Grunty's ice cream. It happened so fast that Grunty was very surprised. It was funny to see the monkey eating the ice cream. They all laughed. But Grunty didn't think it was funny. "Poor Grunty," said Miffy. "But because you looked after Teddy for me, you can have my ice cream." "Thank you, Miffy. You really are my best friend."